I mean, he'll be all right. He'll maybe have 700 yards. He'll probably have more drops than touchdowns.
Don, what's your record prediction for the Arizona Cardinals, my man?
Arizona Cardinals. Wow. I was only one off last year, as bad of a year that they had last year. Overall, I predicted 10-7. They actually did better, 11-6. They won a lot of early games before they fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not really high on them this year, so I got them this year at 8-9.
8-9 for them boys. Oh,
8-9. I mean, it's hard to say they're not going to have a winning season when you pick up Marquise Hollywood Brown, but I did. They extended, re-signed players. Round 2, they got a nice tight end in Trey McBride, who caught 90 passes for 1,120 yards last year. Be a nice compliment to Zach Ertz and Max Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They solidified a lot of roster depth, so the team is solid. Now, keep the quarterback away from Call of Duty and make him study, and we may have something with a winning record, but I'm not quite there yet with him this year.
That's hilarious, man. He said keep him away from the duty, though.
Yep.
Dang, that's crazy.
I mean, how crazy is it they actually had stats
that in his
on
contract?
that?
Yeah.
They had stats on his performance and how it went down when the new Call of Duty was released every year.
Hey, man, part of the phase plan. What is it? What is it? How they do it? What is it? Phase up? What is the thing, Sora? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea, man.
Oh, it's like this. Phase up. That's what they do for phase plan, I guess. I don't know, man.
Cowboys fan, you read about that.
Anyways, 6-11. Hurts me to say, damn, man. Oh, man. We got our own controversy going on. Coach,
how about that?
Did I get the same record as you two?
No.
No, Coach, you did not have the same record, did you?
A little bit. I didn't kind of change my prediction on them a little bit. You don't see though when I get up.
All right. Well, not a lot of great things to say about the Cardinals. They lost Chandler Jones.
Yep.
Kyler Murray is just like the biggest question mark to me. A lot of people thought I was crazy by putting him at number 20 on my top 40 list. But that second half collapse after DeAndre Hopkins was out was terrible. How do you go on a 10-game winning streak and just totally fall apart? I don't understand. DeAndre Hopkins, when that type of stuff happens, that tells you how important one player is to a team and how things can just totally flip on a head. Their first 3 games is a gauntlet. And this is where their confidence is going to be terrible. They're going to lose. Let's see. They're going to lose 9 out of 12 games right out the rip. Kansas City, Las Vegas, and the Rams are going to be crazy. They're going to win against Carolina. They're going to lose against Philadelphia. They're going to win against Seattle. They're going to win against New Orleans. And then Minnesota, Seattle, Rams, San Francisco, Chargers. Dang, that's a hell of a first 12 weeks right there.
Yep.
Woo, they get no breathing room. And if you really think about it, they could really lose all these games. Really and truly, they could lose all these games in the right scenario. Coming off the bye week, I think they get a win against New England because I think New England is suspect. Denver, I think they'll get a win against Denver. Tampa Bay, they'll lose. Atlanta, they'll win at Atlanta, and I think they'll lose against San Francisco at the later half of the season. Disappointing year. It's going to suck for them to suck. Like, I don't know how else to slice it. It's going to suck to suck. Sorry, Arizona. I don't believe in Kyler. It pains me. It hurts me. It does everything in between, man. You lost Christian Kirk. Zach Ertz, I think, is going to be a bright spot for them. And hopefully, in the name of everything great and good, you get Rondell Moore involved into this passing game.
That would be nice.
we seen that one game he started to go off. Let Rondell eat, man. Coach, what was your record prediction, man?
All right, I kind of changed it. I changed it.
Okay.
And this is what I'm gonna go with. Kyler Murray had the most hideous second half that I ever seen out of the quarterback last year. But we give Deshaun Watson so much crap about winning 4 games, and look how he looked it without DeAndre Hopkins, arguably the best receiver in the league at that time. So you know what I gotta go with? I'm sorry, Don. I gotta go 8-9 right here. I had it 9-8. I had it 9-8. But again, Kyler Murray with that second half that he played last year, including that game against the Los Angeles Rams, where he clearly, arguably, was the reason they lost that football game last year. He looked like a deer in a headlight last year without DeAndre Hopkins. He looked like he lost his puppy or something. He looked like a lost puppy out there. Marquise Hollywood Brown is an okay receiver. He's a good wide receiver. He's not a DeAndre Hopkins. He doesn't make the same impact as DeAndre Hopkins made. He can get 1,000 yards, but also he drops the ball a lot. Awfully, he drops the ball a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, you got Connor. You got Connor, who's good in spurts last year. Who's good in spurts. Yep. You got AJ Green, who had to call out Kyler Murray and get in question his leadership. You had the organization had trouble giving him a big contract as well. But at the end of the day, we all got to be honest. It was no way in the world they're going to let Kyler Murray go without his contract. And this is what this league turned in. If you even halfway to being close to an elite, you're going to get paid. You're just going to get paid. That's just what it is. So, again, I just don't like Kyler Murray. To me, I had him at number 15. I just don't think he's going to as a top 10 quarterback or an elite quarterback in this league. And he hasn't done really much to solidify that money like they gave him. Detroit game, you go back to that game where he got benched. That was a horrible game. He played. Again, against the Carolina Panthers, I don't think he played in the game, but the team lost against. They looked garbage against Carolina. It's just so many question marks with this team. They have a gauntlet opening up the season. Then you without DeAndre Hopkins, the first 6 games doesn't even help you. But again, like I say, man, I gotta go with Dunn, man. I gotta go with Dunn once again, 8-9, man. I just had to switch it up, man. It's just Kyler Murray left a bad taste in my mouth after that hideous performance of a second half that he had without DeAndre Hopkins. Proved that he really needed DeAndre Hopkins last year. He needed his number 1 wide receiver, and he literally could not up in anybody's game or elevate his own game without his number 1 receiver. So again, I gotta go 8-9 right here. It's just I'm not so high on the Cardinals, and I think they're gonna actually miss the playoffs this year.
Yep. All right, Sora, since we shared the damn same record, you got 6-11. So why, sir?
DeAndre Hopkins, losing DeAndre Hopkins for the first 6 weeks is rough. I've got them 1-5 in the first 6 weeks. Kyler Murray, I don't think deserved that contract. I think it was too premature. Pretty much like what Coach said. If you show like somewhat signs of an elite skill, you'll get a massive contract. Especially with what the quarterback market's looking like now.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think he deserved that contract. It's going to be rough without D-Hop for the first 6 weeks. Marquise Brown. I mean, he'll be all right. He'll maybe have 700 yards. He'll probably have more drops than touchdowns. Murray's going to have to be leaning heavily on Ertz, I think, for the first, I was about to say up until the bye week, but the bye week's week 13, so maybe for like the first 10 weeks, you'll have to see Ertz. Their running back game, they lost James Conner. So, I mean, I think the team just got worse. I don't think Kyler is all that. Cliff Kingsbury in the second half, it's interesting to watch the meltdown. Because there was a picture I saw, and I can't I don't have it saved, unfortunately, but it was like the first 6 games, and this was even back when he was coaching in college. You know, it was like, oh, you know, he had this amazing record. You know, he'd have like maybe 3 losses the first like half, and then the second half it was like 12-14. You'd have more losses than wins. It's a complete meltdown for whatever reason in the second half of the season for Cliff Kingsbury, and even with the Cardinals. So yeah, I got him at 6-11.
6-11 for the Arizona Cardinals. So across the board, losing season for this team, not good. Kyler Murray seems like it's going to be the reason. He's going to be the reason. Yeah. And I mean, that sucks, but like he was such a bright spot until you seen the contract and Call of Duty and all this other stuff that got involved to, you know, with all this. So
Bro, he had to make his Twitch highlight reel. I don't know.